but I wasn't. So, back to our convo about black folks and therapists.
I just think that as you being my bitch,
Yes.
I can call my bitch and go, look here, bitch. This is what I'm going through.
Yes, yes.
And because you know me, you already know how to get me to listen to what's right.
That is true.
Versus me going to this outsider. Now, because this outsider don't know me, I'm looking at this outsider like, so that's what the fuck you think I'm gonna say? That's what the fuck you think I'm thinking? You don't fucking know me. First of all, know what the fuck you talking about when you talking about me, motherfucker.
It's therapies.
Therapists get chewed out too. I'm just, as people say now, I'm just saying.
Like
so I think it would be more productive to call people who know about you. Now, it's not saying that their advice is going to be 100% political, correct, but...
Politically. But that's another story. Go ahead.
Okay. They always want to correct a bit. But I think that they will be able to get through to you more than a counselor. So that's just not, in our history, that's just not what we do. We take care of each other. That's what's been in our DNA since from back in the day. And it's just what we've learned. Just like they telling us, if you wash your hair and go outside, you can catch a cold, which, our mama's been lying to us, y'all. Y'all didn't know that.
Lie.
So it's just something that, we got to maybe come up out of. I don't know. I don't know if we should come up out of that. What do you think, Brainiac? Do you think we should come up out of going to counseling or?
No, not going to it, because you don't go.
I mean, that's what I mean. Do you think not going? Yeah.
Not going?
Yes.
To counseling?
Yeah.
Yes.
I might need it right now.
What I'm saying?
I'm just joking.
You about to make me smack you. He about to make me smack him.
I didn't know if I was going to throw something.
I'm thinking that.
Well, I'm going to say it from a man perspective.
Okay.
In the black community, especially, it's a sign of weakness that you can't figure out your own issues. It's always been told that being a man, you should be able to handle anything that's thrown your way. So it becomes a point of view where if your friends, your inner circle, even the outer circle, as being a person of color, that it shows that you're weak. You're not capable of taking care of the things that are stressing you out at home or at work or just in general.
Right.
And that's normally the reason why in the black community a lot of people, men and women, will not go seek therapy. They'll try to handle it themselves, not realizing that it causes more internal and outwardly conflict within yourself. Because you're depressed. You're not being the same person. You and your family and your friends notice it. Oh, well, he's not acting this way, or she's not acting that way. And you're saying every day I'm fine, but you're really not. So, for me, that's the belief to why people in the black community don't go to the therapist, because, especially men, we were always told it's a sign of weakness, so we don't go. It's just like trying to get us to go to the doctor. You have to push, pull, prod, throw us in a casket to finally get us to go.
That's some real talk right there.
Well, that's sad. Because, I thought men didn't go because, back in the day they used to tell us, your business in your house is your business in your house, and you don't take it outside of the house. So they're like, I'm going to handle my own shit. Like,
right,
even though you're handling the shit wrong, and the professionals who maybe don't know you as well as your bitches and your dudes, right, dude? Dude. They don't have the skill to give you proper information on how to deal with things.
Proper meaning like
if I tell you something, say you going through something, and I give you advice, I'm gonna give you the advice of some shit that I might do, which I might go and put a cocktail in somebody's car. Like, bitch, we need to run over there and handle that. Like, she disrespected you.
Yeah, that'd be fucked up.
But the therapist will teach you different ways to handle or cope. Cope is a good word.
Cope is a real good word.
The situation, which won't get you locked up.
But you do know that therapists, there's no book to teach you this information that they're giving you. They're teaching you off of their life experience.
Not all the time.
All the time. And the only reason I can say that is because I was going to school for it and came out of it. The stuff that you learn is how to diagnose certain illnesses.
I agree.
But outside of that, let's say if me and you are having conflict and we decide to go and get counseling off our relationship because our friendship ain't working or vibing the way it used to, there's no book.
There is no book
that they're getting this information from.
Coping mechanism, coping skills that this person may think will work for you, like giving you some type of, togetherness homework, like write this and read it to each other, and something you maybe not thought of yourself. But apparently, because if you're having problems with somebody, you haven't thought of ways to deal with it.
But again,
outside of just leave the person alone.
It's not that they got that from a book, though, because
they couldn't have gotten it from a book. But
we tell our children, sit down, talk about it, shut up while this person finish their thoughts, hear them out, listen to them, and then reflect on what they're saying. It's life experience that's teaching these therapists to do these. Now they do have some medical standing on some of the things that they saying, but on the real, it's just a person kicking it with you based honestly off of what they're visually seeing and what they think can help. Now, this other therapist might think something totally different. So now this other therapist is sitting back going, well, why did you even say that to him? Because obviously you don't see that ABC, XYZ is what's going on. It's all based off of what the interpretation of that therapist is, but who's to say their interpretation is correct? So most people want somebody who understands exactly, when I'm talking to somebody else, if I say it incorrectly, you automatically know, she said that incorrectly. And if this person took it the wrong way, you can clearly clear that up with a blink of an eye. This is what she meant to say.
Right.
But this therapist don't know me that way to be able to tell this person what the fuck I was trying to say.
But that's what the therapy is, because it's not for the therapist to tell the person what you're saying. It's for the therapist to pull out of you to verbalize better what you're supposed to be saying and what you meant.
Motherfucker, I said what the fuck I meant.
You didn't. You wouldn't have.
No, I fucking said what I meant. Now, how the motherfucker took it is how the motherfucker took it. No. Now, all you do is you come in and you put some sugar on how the fuck I said it. What she meant to say is she meant to say, baby, it's okay if you take this garbage out when you smell it in the morning, because sometimes she just might be tired. Versus me going, motherfucker, I know goddamn well you smelled that shit before you left out this motherfucker. What the fuck didn't you take it for?
The
so you put that sugar on there
help
for me.
You soften your delivery.
But maybe I don't want my delivery
But if you're having problems in whatever relationship,
well, then this motherfucker shouldn't be a pussy and take shit literal.
And that's why you probably need therapy.
That a bitch.
that is why she needs therapy.
Hostility.
I swear,
take your emotions and put a motherfucker Band-Aid on it. Goddamn. It is just language. Sometimes you have to say stuff colorful.
You to soften your delivery.
So now I got to sound like a pussy when I talk.
Okay, if it's just language, maybe it's just a motherfucking backhand because of your language.
Oh, I don't got domestic violence.
Let me tell you something.
Now, if we talking about 70s and 80s, we just talking about your parents reaching in the back seat and giving you that backhand. That was your therapy.
Someone spoke about backhand.
Nowadays, kids get the mouth off. When it was our time, it was you might get that first word or syllable out your lips, and then the next thing you know, you putting a tissue up to your mouth because your lip busted because your parent reached in the back seat.
Well, now that's called abuse.
So I'm gonna get backhand because the person I'm talking to is sensitive?
No, because your mouth and your words was just stank acting.
Well, why? Because that's how you took it? Because that's not how I delivered it.
That's what you said.
That
Nigga,
was
you
love.
smell this motherfucking garbage, bitch. Take it out.
I ain't say bitch.
You might as well have them.
No.
Because that's what men hear when you say that.
Well,
because you're talking to them like a bitch.
You already
need to wax out their motherfucking ears.
You already know it's fucked up what you said because you said he need to stop being a pussy.
Ooh.
So you know it's fucked up.
No, I don't think it was fucked up.
You need to be able to accept what I'm saying, my harsh words, and not be a pussy.
Yeah.
No, bitch, you need therapy.
Why?
Blacks in therapy. That's why.
Why do I need therapy? Because I choose to use colorful language. Look, I have never been a soft tone. Oh, it's gonna be okay.
No.
You fucked up in life.
Yeah.
You know, life sometimes got a way of just pushing you down, and
Yeah.
sometimes you got to step up. Brush yourself off, honey. It's gonna be no.
You
No.
You can't
That's
talk
not
fucked
how I
up to
do.
somebody you love. That's
She'll
fucked
have
up.
somebody killing themselves.
Yeah.
What?
You can't talk to a
I
motherfucker
just-
like that.
I'm so depressed. I just want to die. Shit.
Bitch,
well,
you wanna
fucking
die.
Then. Shit. Who the fuck cares?
You wanna die, bitch? You know what the fuck, motherfuckers? Everybody else going through, bitch, and it's just you. You think you the only motherfucker in this world got motherfucking problems? If you don't get the fuck up, figure it the fuck out and keep the fuck going. God damn, sip old silly ass, weak ass bitch.
and bow.
What are we together for if you can't talk to a nigga right?
That was
help
something
him think
right.
of shit.
I was putting his balls back on him, brushing them off, polishing them, and let's keep it moving.
Damn.
Blacks in therapy.
Yeah.
What about relationships?
so
and
taboo.
therapy? See, this is why. Now we're talking about we were just speaking about singular therapy.
Yeah.
What if there were relationship issues? You don't think that those things need therapy sometimes, just to kind of tweak it a little bit? Because you know, she's married, and
And it's a blessing behind that, indeed.
I'm so sorry, Jeremy. Her tone is fucked up sometimes.
It is.
You think?
No.
That's the problem. So again, the relationship may need some therapy.
Let me tell you,
Because-
family. If a motherfucker makes you go there, now don't get me wrong, family. I don't start off with the motherfucker shit,
Yes,
fuck,
she does.
all. I don't. I don't always start off
Can I
there.
get some water, Jeremy?
But if you make me repeat myself as if I'm talking to a child, but you don't want to be talked to as a child, but now you done took me somewhere, because now I'm reflecting back on me already saying it to you in a nice way, and obviously you didn't fucking get it.
How was your
What
tone
I'm
a
not
nice
gonna
way?
do is say it again in a nice motherfucking way, because obviously the soft tone didn't work for you, motherfucker.
When do
So
you
you
use
need
the
something a
soft
little bit
tone?
more harsh.
When do you use soft
When do I
tone?
use soft tone? I use soft tone.
Don't sound like it to
I
me.
use soft tones.
German.
Oh, she does with me. I can't speak for other people.
I
Nah,
use soft
I'm a different
tones.
type of dude. Y'all all know me.
Did you use soft tone to one of our lighter best friends back in the day?
Look here.
Ever. Or were you like, Tina, you're the one who spoon feeds her. I'ma give her what it is. I'ma give her what she needs.
You got two friends, okay? You got this bitch right here in the middle. Now, on the friend to the right, she soft tones you, she hand spoons you, and what did it get you? Still no motherfucker way, because you still doing the dumb shit still. So, what I got to do? Bitch, obviously this soft tone ain't working. So, let me help you out, bitch. And that's all I do, is I give it to you the way. Life ain't gonna soft tone you. Life ain't, oh,
That's a good point.
Dune had a bad day today. Let's deliver this other bad news. Soft, quiet.
Soft and quiet is not equate.
No, life gonna take you, shake you the fuck up, throw you on the ground, smack you around a couple of times, and it might piss on you. It depends on how much you piss life off. And then it's gonna walk the fuck away, and you're gonna be on the ground, shooken up, smacked up, pissed on. And then what? You want somebody to come to life piss on you? It's okay. You can wash that piss off. You did know that. Dove works. So come on, let me help you up. Let's get this Dove. Motherfucker, if you don't get the fuck up off this ground, you just gonna lay here when motherfucker life gonna piss on you. So you saw life about to piss on you, and you laid there and took the shit. You simple, silly motherfucker. Come on, get your monkey ass up. Let's get the fuck
Now,
on. Let's figure out how we can get it
Why
going.
can it be?
Why the person gotta be a monkey?
Why can't it be? Okay, all right. Shit didn't go the way you wanted it to go. So let's just get up. Let's regroup. Let's figure out another way to do it. Why can't that be the tone that you give somebody who's already in some type of turmoil anyway?
Because you knew that already because life didn't already pissed on you.
Well, sometimes
So you knew
people
that
can
before life put you down here. The moment that life pissed on you, you really didn't fucked up because you allowed life to piss on you.
Sometimes it happens so fast.
It does. Sometimes it does.
Okay, so you don't care if it happens fast or slow.
don't.
But that's why blacks need to go to therapy more than their friends.
Why?
We just figured that out.
We did? Because I didn't. Did y'all figure that out? Because I didn't. I still don't. I think therapy is good for motherfuckers with issues. You know, they special. You know, and they don't know that they special. See, I know I'm special.
Very.
So, what therapy gonna tell me that I'm special? I already know that I'm special. You know, so it can't give me anything more. Coping skills, got it in the bag. I cope the way I motherfucking cope, and I keep it pushing. Everybody else around me, get on a motherfucking bandwagon or jump the fuck off this bitch because this bitch right here ain't motherfucking changing. Okay? Now, in a relationship, however, you know, it's two people.
Two different people.
You got his side, her side. Oh, it get a little rough. And I honestly do think sometimes you need that outside
unbiased
party to say, hey, you're not listening. But, I mean, that could be cool, but already in my motherfucking head, I already knew you was one motherfucking listening, because if you was listening, we wouldn't be motherfucking here. If you would just do what the fuck I say do. It will work out real good.
That's why you need therapy. Because there's no motherfucking way you're going to tell your mate, just do what I say do. And that's going to work.
It works for a lot of people.
It doesn't work.
A lot of women out here got yes men. I'm not saying I want one because I don't, because I had one I got rid of.
We'll leave that right there where it's set at.
No comment.
You do need therapy, Reese, sometimes to just kind of to help you.
Help me what?
In relationships or, you know, yourself.
There's nothing wrong with myself.
If you say so.
I know so.
No, you don't.
I do.
That's why
I've seen a therapist. Guess what he said? As most people say that I meet, you're extra. Was I supposed to take that as a negative?
Thank you, Jeremy.
I took that as a positive. I'm not like most people. I don't think like most people.
Because we've said beautiful. That you're alien.
I don't think like most people either, Reese.
Well, bitch, that's why we friends. Aliens are like, bitch, oh.
No, I'm not.
Unite.
No, you crazy, bitch.
It's like dating someone from the X-Files.
I'm sorry.
It's a special phenomena. You know, from a galaxy far away. You got to decipher it. Go back in ancient times and look at the hieroglyphics to figure out where her personality coming from. If you can get to that point, you're all right. See, you got to look at the signs and symbols of her personality to decipher what mood she's in from day to day.
Well, let me ask you a question. Does that make you crazy?
It don't make me crazy.
I mean, you dealing with the bitch.
Right. I'm still sane, though. I just know what signs and symbols to look for, right? You know if her head is tilted this way, if she come in with the, if you hear her yelling out in the car, you already know she done had a fucked up day. So you pretty much go, okay, she gonna come in here and it's gonna be 25, 30 minutes of this motherfucker that and motherfucker this and motherfucker that. And as most guys do, and some, you're listening, but sometimes you just gotta filter certain shit out. You only become crazy because you allow someone to drive you crazy. If you have to learn to turn crazy off, I know the motherfucker crazy. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to listen. But there's certain things I'm not going to listen to because you're not going to make me go cuckoo with you. I feel for you, but you know, you got to figure out how to handle this one on your own.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Doom? Therapy, group therapy, relationship therapy. You've been quiet.
Well, I think that
other than telling me to get smacked the fuck up.
Well, you know, sometimes woman needs that. But no, I think that
he did not.
Yes, he did.
Say that.
Threw it in there. We gonna come back to that.
Let's check that out.
My thing with the therapy is, you know, I think sometimes they go to school, they learn specific answers for specific situations. So you say something to them, they give you an answer that they spit out every time they hear that. It might not always be proper for your situation. So I don't like it for that reason. And I also don't think that, you know, like Ruby Red said earlier, they don't know you. So sometimes you really have to know somebody to be able to give them advice on that situation. So I'm not a big fan of it.
But but a good therapist, that's what they're doing. They're trying to get to know you. Right. That's why they ask you what about yourself, because they want to get to know you. A therapist that's just out there that's being paid, some of them don't care. You have a lot that do. Right. And the ones that care is going to ask you about you because they want to get to know you intimately. They want to know you better because that way they can help form a better plan to help you reach or achieve the goals that you set for yourself for going to therapy in the first place.
How you gonna get to know me in a 30-minute session?
Most sessions are an hour or more. Okay. It depends on how much.
In that hour or more, guess what you're doing in that hour session? You writing down what you feel like is notes that you should keep. And them notes is good. All notes is always good. But a test is only as good as the note taker. So if now I give you a test on Reese, your notes might not get you to pass this motherfucking test.
But you can only ask that therapist on the
you
things
only
that you
keeping what you feel is relevant. Not and what you feel is relevant might not really be who the fuck Reese is.
Well, that's why you need more than one session.
Right. If I only asked you, tell me about your early childhood, and you come back and give me a test about you, I can only answer give you the answer that you provided from me asking about your early childhood.
Understand what I'm saying? Even with giving you my early childhood in that 1 hour session, you're still only keeping the notes that you feel was relevant. You understand what I'm saying? You're only keeping, when a teacher teaches, when a teacher lectures, you're only keeping the notes you feel is relevant. You're not writing down everything this teacher says. So when it comes to taking this test, if what you wrote down ain't on a motherfucking test, guess what? You fail. That's why I hate fucking tests. You fail because the notes that you wrote down that you thought was relevant to what the lesson was, you just fucking felt that you just failed. And it ain't that you took shitty notes. You took what you felt was relevant. So how's a motherfucker that's sitting with me an hour to learn about me really learning about me if they only keeping what the fuck they feel is relevant? Fuck that.
Well, the therapist is not. Therapy is not for them to tell you what to do. What to do.
How about this?
So, it's for them to help you cope with things. They don't say do this, do that. They help you come to the realization of something that maybe you told them what you want. When you go to therapy, they're going to ask you, what do you want to get out of here?
That's correct.
What is the issue? So they're going to help you obtain the goal in which you already set you wanted to have. They don't tell you what to do.
No, I didn't say they tell me what to do. I said, based off of what Doom just said, he agreed with me that sometimes it's best to talk to people who know you. You guys said that's what the Brainiac said that's what the therapist is trying to do, the good ones. They're trying to get to know you. And again, how are you going to know me in an hour session if you only kept notes, again, that you felt was relevant about whatever I was talking about?
But sometimes
that's why you need more than one session.
Even it doesn't matter how. I need you to take out this one session thing, because I don't care if it's 1, 10, 20, 100. You're only still keeping the notes that you feel is relevant. That's what they do. They're writing down notes, and those notes is only what they feel is relevant of what you said. You might have said a paragraph, and in that paragraph they took a sentence out of it because what that paragraph said to them was this. And it could be completely different than what the fuck you actually was saying.
Then you say that. Because you're going to discuss you.
How about this? What if you in therapy because, say, you abusive to your kids, and then your therapist talks to you about your childhood. Okay, she finds out, damn, he was abused as a child too, but he also had a club foot. Now I tell the therapist I had a club foot and I was abused. club foot, that shouldn't be nothing, right? Okay,
Right.
you got a club foot. The fact that you was abused, that was a problem. But she don't know that I hate my kids because they don't have club feet.
Thank you.
It could be that.
Then why wouldn't you say I hate my kids because they don't have clubs?
You don't know it. That's why you're in therapy. You don't know it.
You don't know that part. This is what this therapist is supposed to bring out of you. But because the motherfucker didn't write down club foot and all they wrote down was abused child,
So let me
that's
ask you a
all the fuck
question.
they
Let
want
me
to talk
ask- let me
about.
ask you-
Or you abusing your child because you was abused. No, bitch, I'm abusing my child because this motherfucker ain't got a club foot.
So let me
And
ask
I'm
you a
pissed.
question. Why does it matter if you abuse them because they don't have club feet versus the fact that you're abusing them?
You missing the whole point.
I'm not, because what I'm trying to get you to understand is just because she wrote something down doesn't mean she doesn't remember things that you say.
Well, I guess he's saying it as it is ever because the bitch never brought it back the fuck up. All she brought up was, oh,
Because that's
so
the
June,
only,
you were abused.
that's the important part.
Oh,
That's what sticks.
That you're beating your kids.
And when did that abuse? Oh, it started at this age. Oh, okay. You've already told this bitch I had a club foot. I had a club foot. I had a club foot. But
That
she
club
don't even
foot
pick
has
up.
no bearing on you abusing.
You
your
can't
children.
say that. You
Yeah.
can't say that.
You can't say that.
You can't say that. If that's why the motherfucker's beating his kids, that's why the motherfucker, you can't say, well, that's stupid. Well, bitch is stupid to
I
you.
didn't say it was
These
stupid.
motherfuckers walking around normal and shit. And my life was fucked up. 'cause
Did
I
you
had a
say
club
that?
foot.
And did you say that? Because then maybe
You
then
don't
she'll
know.
say. But are you, when you're speaking and you're talking and you being animated in the conversation versus sitting there listening to her ask you fucking
Are you over there
questions?
laughing over the club foot?
You sitting there, if you actually are honest with this person and trying to be really open with this person, it'll come out that you're angry about this fucking club ass foot. But if you're sitting there, you waiting on this bitch to ask you, are you mad because you got a club foot? That's your fault, because you're paying for her to ask you questions versus for you to listen, or her listening to what the fuck your problem is.
Fuck that. I'm paying for this bitch to listen to every motherfucking thing I say, bitch. Bitch, stop writing shit
Are
down,
you
bitch.
talking
And
about?
motherfucking take my shit.
'Cause
And at
therapy
night,
only-
bitch, you need to be like this at night for that 125, bitch.
Therapy
This
only
motherfucker
works.
said club foot.
Therapy only works if you're open and you're honest.
And
And
receptive to the.
exactly. It
to
doesn't
what
work
the
if you're
therapist
sitting
is
there
saying.
looking at her waiting on it to get an answer, because that does not work.
I'm talking, but I still think you forgetting the fact that if they're only taking in sections of what the fuck I'm saying, no matter how motherfucker honest I can be, if they're only taking in sections of my honesty,
Reese,
their
are you trying
response
to tell me-
is not going to be 100% on what the fuck could be going on, because again, they only can intake so much motherfucking information. So I didn't say again a motherfucking paragraph, and these motherfuckers is only spitting out a sentence, and in this sentence, this is what you got out of this whole motherfucking paragraph. You got you beat your kids.
Because that's the
bitch,
important part.
No. What's important is why you beating them.
It is-
Obviously, bitch,
with-
I'm beating them because I
with
told
more-
you I'm beating them.
with
You
more-
don't need to repeat to me I'm beating them. Yes, bitch, I told you that. I need to know why, bitch.
With more than one session, it'll
Because you're
come
crazy.
out why you're beating your children.
I just want to say none of us beat our children.
I don't beat my children.
We just want to put that out there. We
I
don't.
don't
we
even
don't
know why. I don't
we
even
don't
know
agree
why he said
on
that,
this shit
honestly.
at all. You
He
know,
could have said something different, but he chose.
we don't believe in
the
beating no
kids.
kid. Now whoop
It's
your
funny I
kid's
chose
ass.
that.
Whoop your kid's ass. But we don't believe
That
in
was
beating.
funny though.
I
The
don't know
club
why he
foot
chose
got
the
me
club
over here.
foot
Club
and
foot
whooping the
was
kids, but
hilarious.
that's Dooms.
Brainiac couldn't even hold it in back
He
there.
decided-
Him and Spider-Man was like, what the fuck?
decided
Why
to
are we talking about a
speak
club
about
foot?
I'm walking with a
kids.
club.
What about this? Don't you think that it might also be possible that whoever is paying for the therapist gets the benefit of the doubt?
No.
No,
That's not possible.
No.
I don't think that. No.
So that means you want a biased therapist. You might as well go to your fucking mama. Because your mom, she gonna tell you exactly what the fuck you want to hear.
I think a therapist, and I know plenty of them, and they've said it. Sometimes it's hard to not take a side. So
One
it's
day she know-
sometimes
she
it's
knows a
it.
therapist.
I'm just. I ain't talking about that bitch.
Okay.
Sometimes it's hard not to take a side.
Bitch ain't had a relationship.
It
but
really
she a
is
relationship
because
therapist.
if you're going through something, especially
Can't
for
keep
the
a man, though.
especially for the relationship ones, if you're going through something, it's kind of hard to separate yourself. Like You know, when I sat down with my counselors, they showed me what areas I would be good at. It was therapist, it was lawyer, and it was lobbyist.
Somebody told you what?
Yes, it did.
That's
And
bad
because they love the rawness of me, and they.
How somebody kill themselves?
I decided that, you know, even though I took a couple classes to get my feet wet, I decided that wasn't for me because it's going to be certain situations that I can't take myself out of. And I'm not. I fuck around and jump on a man. If this bitch is sitting here telling me that he didn't whoop your ass, we gaining up on him. And if the bitch jumped me, I got something for her afterwards. Because you know how bitches are. Sometimes, don't hit my man, even though he fucking you up. Stupid bitches. I digress. It's just hard sometimes to take yourself out of it if you have gone through it or you're going through something. So I really think it just takes that special person. And how many of those special people are out here? I don't know. Do I think everybody should sit down with a therapist? Yeah, I think everybody should sit down with a therapist. I think it would be enlightening for everybody to do it, whether you get something out of it or not. Who's to say? But I think it will behoove everybody to at least go and try to make the best out of it. Like I said, I've been to quite a few therapist sessions and therapy sessions, and I can say out of the 5 that I tried, I have not had one that tried to put me on medicine, not one, but they did tell me that I was,
Special.
I was different, and my imagination is very different.
Pro therapy, was it?
I'm not pro therapy, like yeah, but I'm not. Fuck therapy, rah. Like, I think every relationship, it comes a point in time in every relationship that you should sit down with someone else, especially if on a particular subject you're doing like this. Now, whether that therapist be your friend, your foe, it doesn't matter. I think in every relationship it needs to be an outside person when you're at odds with each other that could come in and go, okay, what the fuck's going on? All right. Okay. And just me personally, I believe it just works better with people who knows you. Me personally. Because they know both parties' intent. They understand both parties. And
well, a lot of people don't.
If you can trust that person, well, so that's where I believe you falter as couples. Because And no, not throwing a boot at or club foot at both of y'all, but it's more men than women who want other people out their relationship, and that's just insane to me. Because if I can't talk to you and you can't talk to me, or we talking but ain't neither one of us hearing each other, then how the fuck did this issue get resolved?
Therapy.
Because we not talking about it, that resolves it? No. That motherfucking shit is still there, and at the blink of an eye, that shit could come right the fuck back up because it was unresolved. Because two people are not listening to each other. So it has to be somebody that can sit both parties down and go, hey, this is what they saying. Hey, this is what he's saying. This is what she's saying. What I'm saying is, I don't 100% believe in the therapist, the normal way. But I do believe pastor, friend, I don't care. People need someone to go talk to. Bitch, you my therapist. Did you know that, bitch?
I'm not really a therapist, but okay.
Did you know? You're my sunshine. Okay, this bitch is my therapist. Because she has a way to get me to understand my husband. And
well, I actually went to school early on for that.
Yeah, and some of the things that he's saying. And sometimes, because I'd be like, this motherfucker, it's crazy. Now, in some things, she'll sometimes go, yeah, this motherfucker is crazy. And in others, she'll go, no.
That's what she needs.
What he is trying to say is this. Oh, why the fuck didn't he just say that?
Because I sometimes don't speak your alien dialect. So it's hard to get you to understand the translation when you speak a alien tongue, I'm speaking English or German, you speaking ET-isms. I don't know.
I take that.
Oh yeah,
I take that.
I've said it since I met you. You're part of V. And we pull your skin back, you might be a lizard up under there. That's Star Trek, babe. I'm sorry. Yeah, put that down.
You don't know anything about that.
Yeah, remember when I told you don't hurt yourself?
Okay, so we got to the conclusion that therapy is a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, for black people to start
I just say
experiencing.
people, period. People, period.
Well, I ain't fucking talking about people. I just said blacks and therapy.
I know that there's others out there like me watching, so you guys too.
Well, goddamn it, I was speaking
We
about
can't
black
broadcast
folks
up to
Caucasian people don't
Uranus
have
or
a
Saturn,
problem
but
with
okay.
therapy. It's this community that has a problem with therapy. So I spoke on that motherfucking community.
What community?
The one you live in.
That's another story.
That's another podcast.
That's another podcast. We're gonna work on. Our next topic, I thought maybe we would divulge into would be how when the relationship splits, and say it's a marriage or a long-term relationship, and there's children involved.
Okay.
8 times out of 10, the man leaves the woman. He leaves the children, and then finds a bitch with kids, and take care of her motherfucking kids. Why they do that?
Because they dumb.
Why they do that?
Stupid.
How do you leave your own children
I don't know.
and deal with a bitch with kids
Because you're...
and parent those children perfectly?
How you going to go from one set of kids to another set of kids?
Or will have kids with another woman
That's
and
so
be
crazy.
the best parent in the world to that child, as if you didn't have any before.
I know women. It's more men. It's more
Well,
men.
we hope you know one.
But
since
shut
you're
up.
one.
I know women who, and there's only a couple of them that's done the same thing, that they've left the relationship and they left the kids with the man, and it's only a couple of them, and they really left like the kids ain't shit now, and they got pregnant with their actually now husband and everything, and parent those kids great, but their actual kids that they had with this other person, actually, I don't even know if they visit that kid or not. I don't know how people do it.
My niece's mother.
But they do it. I don't know.
How bad? Bitch ain't shit.
I don't know how they do it, but they do it, and
I don't know how you do it. How do you leave your kids and get a whole nother life? And I don't understand. Do you guys know guys that are like that?
I know a couple like that, I don't know what it is that's inside of a guy or not inside of a guy that would allow him to just disconnect from his kids that way. And I think the guys put the relationship with a woman on a higher level than the relationship with their own seeds that they made.
Okay.
So
that makes sense.
if they break up with the woman or they don't get along with the woman, it's just over. I need to find a new woman. Damn the kids.
Kids are connected to her.
The kids are hers. You know, they're not as much mine as they are hers. So I need to go find me another woman. And if the other woman got kids, I will do whatever she needs me to do for these kids. Damn my own children. I don't know. I think that has a lot to do with it. I don't get it. There's no way in hell I would leave my kids and go be with another woman and with or without kids. I'm just not leaving my kids. I don't see it. Even if I left my my bitch, I would not leave my kids.
Now let me ask you. That was classic right there. The men that you know that are like this, Aaron, have you ever sat back and asked them, like, why? Like, dude, what's up with that? Or in your circle, is it your business is your business?
Well, as someone who had kids late, it never really occurred to me that was I knew that was fucked up, but only after I had my own children did I really see how fucked up that was.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was a kid when I really saw that happening.
Mm-hmm.
And it just didn't, I knew it was wrong, but I didn't say nothing about it. But now I'm like, man, you was a foul nigga, man. And this is why your life is fucked up.
Okay. Right. So you speak up on it. You let them know that
I never, me being, damn near 50 now, and the main guy who I know who did that is much older than me. It's too late. What am I going to say?
Yeah. Okay.
I just know he's just foul like that.
But if you see a brother now that's doing it, would you say something to him? If a brother came
Right.
in your life now that's doing it, would you say something
Oh,
to him?
absolutely, absolutely.
That's good.
I said you got to make that right, man. You can't do your kids like that.
That's beautiful. Because a lot of men wouldn't. So I applaud you honestly for stepping up to let motherfuckers know where they wrong. Because I think that until men hold men accountable,
I was gonna say that.
that is never going to change. And until men honestly hold some accountability to these males that's out here, it's never going to change. And when you're hanging with someone that does this and you not say anything, it's like,
You condone it.
nigga, you foul too. Nigga, like,
Oh, I can't fuck with a dude who does that to his kids. I just
Yeah.
can't do that. Nigga, we can't be tight and you got kids out here you don't fuck with. No, I can't do that.
Well, what about the women that's dealing with the men, knowing that they have children outside of their relationship, and don't try to bring those children into the relationship?
Look, these bitches want the man. They don't give a fuck about his kids.
okay,
They're only looking at what they're getting from that man. Fuck that. He taking care of house and home over here. He giving me everything I want and I think I deserve. I don't
She
really.
foul too.
I don't really give a fuck on that.
okay.
Speak on it.
I agree and disagree. Because
You gotta love that disagreement.
I mean,
Yeah.
I do. I agree and disagree, and the reason
it's
why I
all good.
disagree is because some of these little motherfucking kids is fouled than a bitch and ain't got no act right and ain't gonna bring nothing but turmoil in your motherfucking life. And sometimes them little motherfuckers need to be over there and not a part of over here. Over here, we golden right here. And if we bring you over here, you fucking over here, you fucking up over here, I'm not gonna have that. I'm not gonna have you fucking up over here.
But those are his
Just for the
children.
hey, guess what? They're gonna be your children over there. Them children ain't got to come over here.
Well, how can that be a blended life?
It's blended because, baby, I'm leaving to go with go over there with a switch because you know they need it. Don't bring the motherfuckers over here.
So you're the person who may perpetuate the problem of women not holding their men accountable
Oh, no.
for taking care of
No,
their
no, no.
shit.
You didn't hear me say, don't go visit. You didn't hear me say, don't go over there. What I said was, them little motherfuckers ain't coming over here, is what I said. You ain't hear me not one time say, oh, nigga, don't go visit them motherfuckers. I said my man gonna be calling me like, hey, baby, I'm about to go visit, and I'm gonna tell that motherfucker you better grab a switch. Because you know you're gonna be whooping ass when you go. But no, they can't come over here fucking up my happy home because they fucked up. But you gonna go handle you gonna have a partnership in your child's life. You're gonna be a parent over there.
So don't
You're
you
not gonna be
think
a parent
it'll
over
be
here.
beneficial to the child to see a different type of relationship with a man and a woman, his dad, in a decent relationship with someone, and maybe you can teach the child some things?
Okay, that's what you're gonna say to me. Okay, so I would say yes and no. Because again, if this little motherfucker is a fucked up ass little motherfucker, I want that little motherfucker around me. You trying to put me in jail?
It's not the
Let me
child's
tell you
fault
something.
that he's
These
fucked
kids
up.
out here are
Hey, you
not
gotta
like
go back
we
to your
were.
spiritual
We
roots.
got to where these other kids, you know, we didn't. A lot of us was raised in homes where daddy was a Rolling Stone and shit, and we didn't have to go over there with daddy and Miss whoever her name is, Miss Penny, you know, Miss Janet. We had to go over there, you know what I'm saying, and
Miss Sunshine.
and some of us went over
What up
Miss
in there?
some of us went over Miss Sunshine house and cut the fuck up. Fuck you, bitch. You ain't my mama. My mama said I ain't gotta listen to you. See, now that little motherfucker can't come back.
But with constant,
No,
No.
constant. See, you can't come back. See, I invited you in. You done fucked up. Now you gonna see your daddy on every other weekend, honey. Cause I got him one week. You gonna get him the next week. But he coming over there. You can't. No. You can't. No. Sunshine. This bitch can't come over here no more. Yes, I called your daughter a bitch. Cause the bitch is acting like a bitch. And the bitch called me a bitch. Fuck, she 10. I don't give a fuck. She 4. Well, this 4-year-old act like she 92. Teach this bitch some lessons.
no, I just disagree with that.
You gonna let a kid come up over your house
I'm saying
and
one-
disrespect you. You can't whoop the kid.
Oh, no, I can't.
No, because that's the rule.
No, and there's no rule.
Oh, so now they can't. Oh, no.
No,
You
there's-
can't
I
hit
have
my
a-
kid, bitch.
I
I don't
have
know
a-
you.
I have a rule.
Guess what? But you can't hit my kid.
That's your problem.
No, bitch, you hit my kid, it's gonna be your problem.
No, that's your problem.
No, it's see.
When your
See
child
this
is
shit
at my
right there?
house,
See how that shit gets sticky? You can't tell another
Keep your
parent.
child away then.
No,
So
the
guess-
difference is
so guess
you
what?
keep your child away, but
I'm
your
saying.
child is more than welcome to come here.
Not if you're
With
talking
their
about putting your
dad.
hands on my child.
No, I'm talking
Because
about
you are no
raising
one,
your
bitch.
child.
You ain't nobody.
I'm talking about raising
You
your
ain't
child.
even got his
properly.
last name, bitch, or a ring. Fuck you.
Hey, I'm
Who
talking
the
about
fuck are you?
raising
The
your
fuck
child
of the
properly.
month? Fuck
when
you.
your child walked through
See how that
this
shit gets
threshold,
sticky right there?
when your child walked through this threshold,
She ain't on
she
your
is
rules.
in my care.
Okay, guess what? Your care better be around how I'm raising my
Your care
child.
if your
Ooh-wee.
child need that ass whooped.
And
when
you touch
she's
my
at
child,
this
I'm coming to
house,
whoop your ass,
we can get it done.
his ass, and if your punk ass kids there, them motherfuckers getting fucked up too.
Let me tell you something.
That's
They
that.
sound like baby
It'll be
kids.
your
like that.
I'm
choice.
telling, but ain't that how it works? Ain't that how women
It
are?
will be your
That's
choice
exactly
to-
how
to-
the women are. So that's why it becomes very sticky when you're talking about blending a family. It really has to be a very. It has to be honest. It has to
There
be
has to be
so
communication.
cohesive. Like everybody has to be so much on the same page. It is very, very hard to find that. I was very, very lucky that the woman that I share my son with I share her son, I should say, is she was completely over the relationship, and she was honestly happy that his father had someone in his life that really believed in being a parent and not like a lot of these other women out here. And it's very, very difficult to find people who can say our relationship is over with, this is not about us, and this is about our child and our child only. That's very, very hard to find. And how do you want this man or this woman to deal with, okay, I want to bring my baby over here because this is where I'm laying, this is my house, but look, you got to respect that I have rules when it comes to my child, because at the end of the day, that's my child. Yeah, this is our house, but this is my child, and you have to respect the rules I have with my child. And my rules is my child doesn't get an ass whooping. Now, who are you to say, well, because they coming through this house and this is our motherfucking house, that your rules supersedes mine, and this is
That's
my
why.
motherfucking child?
That's why.
How?
Because it's my house.
It's our house.
You don't rule my house.
You ain't hear me. This is our house. So how does your rules supersede
So you're
mine?
saying the dad or the
that a
spouse
woman? Mhm.
tells you don't hit my kid.
Correct.
Well then you deal with your kid. But I'm not gonna say your kid can't come over here.
So again, so this kid is over here.
So when your
Fuck
kid,
you, Miss Tina.
So when your kid comes over here, you have to be home with your kid.
Fuck you, Miss Tina. I'm still here. Hey,
It's
Daddy.
fine.
Fuck you, Miss Tina. Why you saying it's fine, Miss Tina?
It's
Nobody
fine.
talking to you, bitch. Daddy, why this bitch talking to me, Daddy? Fuck this bitch. Why are we over here
Because
anyway?
guess what? Then me
I'ma
and him.
fuck the child
Then
up
guess
for
what?
that.
Me and him. Right. Me and him must not be meant
I
together.
told you couldn't have no motherfucking milk and cookies.
Right, me and
You
the
know,
spouse must
like-
not be meant for each other. For
It
him to
is-
let his child come over here and be that way.
It's
Yeah.
just it is easier said than done. It's the only reason why I was going that route.
She's easy to be done for me.
It is for me too.
Yeah.
You come over here, you get disrespected, you get disrespectful, you can get your ass whooped.
If I got a kid and I got a wife, my wife calls the shots. Period. You come in the house, man. My wife say something. That's what fucking goes. If she got to get in your ass, she get in your ass.
So now you're telling your child, who you've raised with the rule of no one's putting their hands on you. You raised your child this way. Prior to this woman, listen to what I'm saying.
Child that way.
Let
Go ahead.
me just say. Prior to this woman, that's how you raised your child.
Right. Then
I
I'm
feel
not
bad.
So
gonna
now-
be with her then.
So now this
If
child.
if I spank children, he shouldn't be with me
Exactly.
because I'm gonna spank his child.
Exactly.
He should find a woman who feels the same way he does. Like, look here.
Yeah, that's a fundamental life difference.
Before you marry somebody, you ought to know if they spank your child. or not.
I spank my daughters, but the Brainiac has never spanked his kids.
Don't mean he
Okay.
disagrees with it.
Right.
But because he's never spanked his kids, who am
You
I
got
to
his
do
children
it?
older though.
But
you didn't get his children.
I
How are you?
will spank my kid right now at 18 and 17 if I felt it would be more like knuckling up with them motherfuckers. But they get a spanking. But
They'll get a
again,
spanking. That's so cute.
because he doesn't discipline his children.
And you're okay with
the
that,
same
and that's
way
the
I
cohesiveness
discipline
of your
my
household.
children. My thing though is, who am I to say, well, you knew I spanked mine, So that mean I'm going to spank yours? No, I'm going to respect your rule as that is your child. I'm going to respect your rule. Just like her son is my godson. As you already see how I talk. There are certain things I still want to say to him. At his age, she still wouldn't appreciate. I don't say all of them. A couple of words do get there.
Very, very much everything.
I like to hear what you don't say.
Really?
I know that's real.
It's some things that...
it's like if we was on public radio, it'd be beeps every couple of seconds.
It's some things that I don't say, and it is out of respect that she 100% would not appreciate that. And who am I to say, well, he didn't came over my house, so I'm going to say it. Like, no. It comes a point in time when you have to sit back and go.
That's not the same thing,
It is
Reese.
the exact same
it's
thing.
not.
Because if...
He's an adult male.
Even when he was small, there were certain things I wanted to say to him. And guess what?
Why would you?
Because he was at my motherfucking house. And my house, my motherfucking rules.
But why would you say certain things that...
Because it needed to be said.
It's not age appropriate.
It was age appropriate to me.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. See, the difference? It wasn't age appropriate to you, so guess what I didn't do? I didn't motherfucking say it. Because
you said a lot of shit that I didn't want you to say, bitch.
It needed to be said.
But see...
Yeah, now that's no different.
This is right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
That's the same thing.
Right,
Because that's my motherfucking son.
But
you know
I'm
what
saying,
she had him.
Okay, so if I
So
treat my
surrogate
husband,
mother, that's what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Even though she had him, you the surrogate. You like, fuck that.
I just
You
left him in her
me.
care.
Yeah.
Okay.
if
For 20 plus years, you left him in there. Okay.
If I
That's some
had,
shit for
if
you,
my
man.
husband had children before marriage, I would treat his children, the same way I would treat my own children,
But-
as if they were mine.
Okay, but what if the other parent is not okay with some of the treatment that you give? You can't say, well, because they're in my house,
there needed to be
I
a
supersede
conversation.
how you're raising them. You can't.
There should be
say
a conversation because there are some things that I'm going to do at my house. Period.
And this is why, again, people, it is a very sticky situation. I allow my husband to do with his children how he sees fit. Those are his children, and I respect him with his rules. Now, I might have a conversation with him behind closed doors on how I think that conversation should have went, or the things I think he should say to his kid. But at the end of the day, when everything is said and done, when this relationship ends, those are still his kids. And for me to say, bitch, just because you're in my house, I supersede how your father and your mother is raising you, some bullshit.
Well, guess what?
Trust and
when
believe.
you come to my house, you act the fuck like you're supposed to.
How
about
They
that?
act like how they being raised.
Then if you don't want, Miss Tina spanks for this, and then don't do that. Miss Tina spanks ass for this. You ain't gonna get an ass whooping off rip. There will be warnings.
There
Okay,
Miss
now,
Tina, you a bitch. You got
one more
you won't
time.
get out no more.
You won't get it out no more. I bet you that much.
And this is why a lot of men that I talk to say they sometimes have to, they pick and choose. And I talk to them brothers and try to figure it out. And
You always pick
I
your
can't
kids.
I can't say where they wrong and where they're right at because I get it. Now, I'm not talking to any man that's just left his kid alone. That's not the type of man that I'm talking to. I don't fuck with them lames. I'm talking to the brothers where they kids don't come to their home. And I get it. And I understand. I think it's fucked up that these parents can't all sit down and come to a better understanding. But I get it. Because he doesn't need this person that he's with to think that she has any right, because honestly you don't, to supersede how that mother and that father want to raise that child. You have no right to supersede that. No right at all. No matter who household you in, you don't have a right to supersede how I'm raising my child. Period.
If I think you raising your child fucked up,
Ain't that a
when they
bitch?
come to my house, I'm gonna raise them right.
What if you raising your kid fucked
I
up?
agree with that.
Period.
But what if you raising yours
If
fucked up?
you raising your children to be cussing kids and telling motherfuckers fuck them, that's wrong. When you come to my house, you're gonna be doing it.
Only
That
time
goes
you
back to
curse
the-
is when you call somebody out their name.
That's
just,
when you
just
go back.
FYI.
That's that old school raising, right? Where it takes a community to raise a family.
Mm-hmm.
That's where, Miss Davis down the street saw you doing something wrong. wrong.
Your kid is pop-locking and dropping it at motherfucking 10.
She done
they
called
won't
you.
be doing it at Miss Tina house.
Miss Davis done called you to her house and she done whooped that ass. And then when your parent get home, she done told on you what you did. Now your parent that whooped that ass.
Yeah. That was horrible too.
You know, you couldn't. In my neighborhood,
we grew up in an abusive
era, and it worked just fine. All those kids is blowing up schools and killing people left and right.
In my neighborhood, I wish you would cut up on one of your friends' parents, because they be looking at you like, did this motherfucker disrespect me?
Well,
I'm gonna beat that ass. Now, as soon as your parents get home, they gonna beat that ass.
Well, like you said, it was back then. It was a different understanding than what it is now. Back then, it was a totally different understanding than what it is now. Nowadays,
the community sucks in certain aspects.
That too, but everybody has their opinion, what they believe is good teaching for kids. And don't get me wrong. These two motherfuckers right here are excellent parents.
I'm not a motherfucker.
No, she's a father fucker. So this father fucker,
what?
I haven't fucked
true statement.
A mother. So
these
father fuckers.
No, that's true statement.
Justify her word.
No, but
these father fuckers right here, we are
somebody called me a motherfucker.
Parents.
I'm giving them some dap because I fucked the mother. Just gonna be honest about the shit.
We
if you married and you got kids, you fucking the father.
Why that blush just came out right there? You see that blush came out right there? And you know how to do it.
She nasty.
But we really are some excellent parents, and our parenting skills is.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Our parenting skills are pretty much the same. I'm just a little more raw with mine. But we pretty much parent the same way, and when we see other people with their kids and hear other situations happening, it kind of just be like, how the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? Like, you raising your kid wrong, but at the end of the day, we are doing trial and error shit. We're no motherfucking book with these little motherfuckers after what to expect when they expecting in the first fucking year. With nothing else after that. We pretty much taking shit that we saw our parents doing. We subtracting the shit that we didn't motherfucking like.
Yes.
And now we adding some shit in that we come up with on a daily motherfucking basis.
Like religion.
And we're trying to make the shit work. And some people we got the right mix. You know, come on, just call us. We tell you the right mix.
Right.
We got the right mixture, and some people still trying to figure it out. But you males out there who got balls somehow, that's not in your kid's life, fuck you, shoot yourself in the motherfucking face, and die twice.
Well, damn.
Well, I'm gonna let her end that shit on that note.
I mean, that's all fucked up. Tell my man to shoot himself.
So, bottom line today, last words.
Just fine.
My last words, ladies and gentlemen, is this is talk. You know, don't take everything so serious.
Just entertainment.
You know, I do mean everything that I motherfucking said though, but don't judge me for me being me.
Okay.
Real talk.
German?
First, let me start off by saying I hate when people say real talk because you're speaking the words, so it can't be nothing but real. Unfortunately,
you can fake talk.
Well,
like you can be just bullshitting through life.
Thank you, Tina.
Some people are bullshitters. That's what we call them about. My note is a lot of what we talk about in this podcast is life experiences.
Yes.
Not only from our perspective, but from family and friends. And even associates, people that you see on the news, right. And you formulate an opinion. Not saying that our opinions are correct. That's why we start off saying this is a show based off of this. These are our opinions, our thoughts, our feelings, and how we process things in our household, and what we might give to family and friends out in the community. I love how y'all checking myself out on camera. So I say this is that we all.
I got a long ass neck too. Okay, go. Brainiac is speaking.
Just damn. just your neck short, yours long. I mean, well, just stop me midstream.
We keep talking.
It's hard to keep talking when people pointing at the. Anyway.
I mean, because we're on the thing.
So
they
anyway,
can hear you.
As I was saying, before that thought was cut off, and they are very silly. At the end of the day, we all need that those family and those friends that we can go and talk to when we're having problems in our personal everyday life or professional life, because having that ear can help you feel a lot better than what you were when you first walked through that door.
That's true.
Yeah.
Mr. Quiet.
I ain't been that quiet.
He's been quiet, hasn't he?
I like to think that I'm a man who says what I have to say. I get in and get out. I make my point and I'm done.
Do you? No, that's another one.
Yeah.
Keep on.
Yeah, I get in and get out. I do. When I'm done, I got done. I know that's where you was going.
Cause she nasty.
Yeah.
She's so nasty.
on the therapist thing, and I'm gonna say this, and this will pretty much be my mantra throughout this podcast and upcoming episodes. I don't give a fuck what nobody else thinks, including the fucking therapist. So if I feel strongly about something, I don't give a fuck what a therapist has to say.
That's evident.
That's evident. When it comes to children and new bitches and ex bitches, I don't give a fuck. if I leave my bitch and get a new bitch,
She just want to say that.
I must trust her enough to be with my kids, right? So I must trust her parenting skills. So if my kids happen to be with her, she has to call the shots. Period.
Well,
But-
you can best believe whoever your bitch is, your children will not be going.
And there it is.
Good night. Peace.
Shit.
How you stop this thing, child? Look, we so new. We don't even know how to stop the damn podcast.
The ex bitch.
Where?
Right there.
Come on. Come on.
Hell no, I don't even want to be on it. No. You see how long
You
it took
sure
me
you
to
wanna
try
stop?
to